tonight's prayer and the playing of our national anthem. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord, we thank you for being with us tonight. Let us continue to experience your love through the grace, compassion, and friendship offered by the people we encounter every day. As we enjoy tonight's contest, please help us to do so with good sportsmanship and respect. We give you thanks for the talents of these young men, and we pray that they carry on the bonds of brotherhood formed through athletics with them for the rest of their lives. Bless our efforts as we develop young men who are guided by faith, strengthened by intellect, and committed to justice, and prepared to lead and serve. For this we pray, amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for SLUH High. Starting guard, 5'10" senior, number 11, Dylan Humphrey. Starting at forward, 6'4" senior, number 24, Landon Pace. Starting at guard, 6'3" junior, number 30, Keenan Harris. Starting at guard, 6'4" sophomore, 31, John Hawkins. And starting at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 32, Sebastian Tate. The Junior Americans are coached by Mr. Erwin Howard. Music.
There you have it, folks, the starting lineups, and we are ready to roll here in the 2025 season of CSN basketball, bringing you Cadets versus Junior Billikens from Tim Kylo broadcast booth. My name is Tom Eichwald. It is great to be back in the gym for another season of Cadet basketball. The matchup is set. The Cadets are in the white uniforms going left to right. SLUH in the all-blue uniforms going right to left. And the Junior Billikens do win the opening jump. Junior Bills come in 5-4. The Cadets 7-5. So both these teams, a little up and down. Lots of alternating wins, losses on the record. Not a whole lot between them. Good block by Nikola Radovic early on, but the first points of the game are going to have to wait. Thought we had him there. Kick it back to the outside. This is Dylan Humphrey, the senior guard, who's going to reset. We'll give you the starters in just a second, just in case you couldn't make them out over the PA from Chris Maris. That's poked away by Devin Houston. But the Junior Bills regain Keenan Harris. Back up top, this is Landon Pace. Rolls, cuts, good defense by Radovic. Pace still can't get it to go. And now the Cadets take over. Devin Houston, 0, drives. Under the hoop, 2 points. So Devin opens the scoring for the Cadets. Great pace to the start of this one after the Junior Bills missed about 3 or 4 shots on that first possession. At the other end, still can't get it to fall. And this time we're going to, it's on the floor. There is no shot there, so those 2 points did not count. We're going to get a foul against CBC's Nick Musig. And that is going to send it underneath for Humphrey to inbound. This is Harris. Now Humphrey. Good pick for him. Back into the corner. And that is good. Great shot by John Hawkins. That's 3. The sophomore getting it done for SLUH. Now Devin Houston. CBC is starting with Devin Houston, your junior leader, 6'3", is what it says on the roster for him. That's about right. He is leading a lot of categories for the Cadets, including 21.7 points per game. That was the shot from Jaden Reed, number 1. He's also starting as a junior for CBC. Junior Bills give it away. This is Reed. Alongside Reed, Chris Brown, number 3, the 5'11 junior. 6'3 senior Nick Musig, number 11. And rounding out the starting 5 for CBC, Nikola Radovic, wearing number 21, the 6'5 senior Radovic. Humphrey, good block by Musig, and this is going to be a Junior Bill ball. Junior Bills start Dylan Humphrey, number 11. He's a 5'10 senior. Joining him, number 24, Landon Pace, 6'4. 30, Keenan Harris, there's a 6'3 junior. John Hawkins coming in at 6'4 as a sophomore, number 31. He was the one who hit the 3 just a moment ago. And rounding out the 5 is Sebastian Tate, a 6'4 junior. Junior Bills are, of course, coached by Coach Erwin Claggett, the Cadets by Coach Sam Briscoe, as we get underway in this season. Junior Bills moving it around the outside for a moment. Inside, and that's a shot created for Harris into the corner. This is Humphrey. Still no good. And the rebound effort is no good. We get a foul on the floor. This will be given to, is that given to Nikola, I believe? No, that's Musig. So Nick Musig quickly up to 2 points. And the Junior Bills have it underneath. Great to be with you. And again, another new season of Cadet basketball here on CSN. We're so grateful to our many sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. Also grateful to Braden Spikogi, Logan Torrance, Cooper Newmark, and Jack Pendleton for all they're doing to make this broadcast possible, bringing you the pictures. Special treat tonight, we're going to have Cooper join us up in the booth for the second quarter. So Cooper will be doing color commentary for the second quarter, and we look forward to having him in. First home game of the year. A lot of excitement on campus for it. Great student section for CBC tonight. That's underneath, and this will be given as a foul against Devin Houston. That will send John Hawkins to the line. Hawkins, for those of you wondering at home, is a 66.7% free throw shooter. That just went up a touch as he gets his 4th point of the game by way of the stripe. He gets another one. Score is 4-2. This would make it 5. And so it is. Cadets got started with the early basket, but they just haven't had the opportunity. SLUH has dominated possession. They've dominated the shots. Haven't had a whole lot fall, but they still lead. A lot of basketball to play, though. Houston drives. Again. Well, he's up to 4 points quickly. Both on drives right up the middle. I think they're going to go after that quite a bit tonight. We've seen it on 2 of their early possessions. Good block attempt, but it's going to come to Hawkins. He gets it up. That's in and out. Rebound, no good. Rebound pulled in by Christian Potts, who's into the game for the Cadets. Houston loses it. You can tell he was trying to go right down Broadway again. Radovich for 3. He can hit him. And that is just a little high off the top of the backboard. And the Junior Bills come away with it. You can see Devin going right up the middle, targeting Keenan Harris, trying to get him in foul trouble. 3-point shot, no good from Pace. And he gets his own rebound. That's blocked by Potts. And now Houston again. Nifty behind the back dribble. A lot of athleticism in that battle between Harris and Houston. And we have a jump ball. Great job by Humphrey to get his hands on that as Devin was trying to go around him. And the possession arrow gives that to CBC. Substitution, Chris Brown comes out. On for him is Braden Alford, a freshman for the Cadets. Houston inbounds underneath. 4 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. This is Alford. Long range 3. No good. Houston steps back to 3-point range and then pulls it in. Working against Harris again. It's going to be a fun matchup. And Devin loses it again, gets it back. And he's got Junior Bills all over him, puts it up, and that's and 1. So Houston with 2 more gets himself to 6 points. That foul is going to be called against, I think they're going to give that one against Harris. Yep. So first foul for the Junior Bills is going to send Devin to the line for 1. Try to make it a 3-point play. This would give CBC a 7-5 lead. Junior Bills make a substitution of their own. Nicholas Ray coming in, and he will give a break to Sebastian Tate. That will move Hawkins in a little bit lower as Ray will man the top of the court. 3:41 on the clock as Devin lets it go. Flat trajectory, no problem, straight in. 7 points for Devin. Only points for CBC tonight. He's got all of them. And that's intercepted. Harris regains. Hawkins underneath. He goes up for it. Draws a block from behind by Christian Potts. Great block by Christian to get up and over the top. So easy to commit that foul there. And he does very, very well. It will stay a Junior Bill ball, but denying the layup magnificently. Under 3.5 now remaining in the first. Apologize, we were a little late getting on the air. That was because the JV game just before us did go just a few minutes long. A few stoppages in that one, but we are rolling again. Correction, that was the sophomore game. And this is going to be a foul called against Humphrey. First foul for Dylan Humphrey. And the Cadets get a chance. So the 5 out there right now is Houston, Alford, Potts, Radovich, and Kyron Jackson. Potts underneath. Good block by Hawkins, returning the favor from a few moments ago, and Pace getting in there as well. Authoritative from Landon Pace. He's a big guy, too. Great job inside. Pace with the rebound. There it is. 2 points for the Junior Bills. Pace, big block at one end of the court, goes right down and scores. Devin Houston trying to cancel those out and add one. No good, as Harris comes down with the rebound. Eden Harris sidestep, gets up. 2 points for him. So he is now up to 3 points. That is incorrect. He is at 2 points. That was supposed to go in the foul column. So Keenan Harris with 2 points, 1 foul. An early bookkeeping error from the broadcaster. That is Devin Houston for 3. And double digits in the first quarter for Devin. He's off and flying. 21.7 we mentioned he's averaging. 51.9% field goal percentage. Radovich with the layup. The crowd wanted the dunk, but Nikola takes the 2 points, applauds his teammates as they settle into a press. 1:40 remaining in the quarter. Harris. And he's going to draw the foul against Potts. Got Potts on a little bit of a pump fake there. So that is going to be a foul for Potts, and it will send Keenan Harris to the line. More high-profile spectators in the house tonight. Maybe here to take a look at the young man from St. Louis University High School. That is Coach Drink of Mizzou football. Eli Drinkwitz is in the house. He's sitting over there behind the SLUH bench, enjoying himself, shaking a lot of hands tonight, as he should. And great job he's doing with the Mizzou program. This is a substitution. Potts is going to come out. Coming on is Tristan Howard. The 5 out there for SLUH right now is Harris, Hawkins, Humphrey, Ray, and Sebastian Tate. That's good for Harris. And for CBC, this is Tristan Howard. Now Alford, Radovich. Alford pulls the trigger, and that is just a little bit left. Get a great angle of that from Logan Torrance's camera. Minute 17 to go. This is Ray, dispossessed by Radovich. And now here's Houston. He's going to get after it, you know it. Goes up, 2 more. 12 points earlier for Devin. Feeling it here in the first quarter, and the Cadets take a 14-10 lead. Radovich, the only other scorer for the Cadets, and with a minute to go, be quite the first half, or first quarter rather, for Devin Houston. Ray, left hand. Hawkins, that was 2, no good. It was a little short. Didn't think he was expecting the pass, and maybe just didn't quite get it away. And that's going to be a foul called against Hawkins. First foul for him. That is on the floor, of course, so it will be CBC's ball back in their own end. Jaden Reed checking back in. So the player to make his way out was, I think that is Tristan Howard over there. Mentioned Cooper Newmark will be joining us in the booth in the second quarter as he gets set. This is Houston. Underneath. Kyron puts it in. So Kyron Jackson with 2 points. 16-10 is the lead. Under 30 to go. So now 3 scorers in this game for the Cadets. In case you're wondering, 3 scorers as well for SLUH. That's Pace, Harris, and Hawkins. Clock at 12. Junior Bills hold for the last shot of the quarter. 7 seconds to go. They cough the ball up. This is Jaden Reed at the other end, and no points. Radovich with the putback. So Radovich tips it in just before the buzzer, and the first quarter is going to end 18-10 CBC. As we settle in, we want to say thank you to some of our sponsors. We want to thank Tim Kylo. Are you protected? Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim's more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of CSN, and we're incredibly grateful for his support. Call Tim at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo, that's KILO.com. A number of our other sponsors, we want to thank Mercy Sports Medicine. They take great care of our student athletes here, and they're a top-tier Catholic health system nationally. So if you want to learn more, visit www.mercy.net. A couple more we'll tell you more about later, but just want to mention BSN Sports, the official apparel provider of Cadet Athletics, along with Under Armour. Chick-fil-A, the official chicken sandwich of the Cadet Student Network. And Athletic Republic. In case you've been patroning the Chick-fil-A more than you probably should, maybe some fitness goals coming up in the new year, Athletic Republic is there to help you out. Call Charlie McDaniel. He would love to talk to you. Let him know you're coming from CBC as we welcome in Cooper Newmark. Cooper, CBC Junior, joining us in the booth. Cooper, you're just joining us in the booth, but of course you've been watching the game. Any thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think that for the Cadets, number one, Christian Potts is an insane defender. I mean, it seemed as though every possession he was getting a block. Another thing, the Cadets initially got into pretty major foul trouble before eventually cleaning up their act. And SLUH, honestly, despite what the score shows, has played a very good and clean game of basketball with the offensive rebounding differential being massive.
Yeah, it has been. They have had a lot of long possessions as a result of that differential. It's just, seems like that hoop has a lid on it at times for the Junior Bills. This is Houston. Long baseball pass. That's intercepted by Humphrey. And he goes right around the corner of Kyron Jackson into the corner for Ray. That's no good. He'll say it was a pass later. I'll let you choose. Sebastian Tate puts it back. That's 2 points for him. Jackson at the other end. It's blocked from behind, and is this going to be a jump ball? No.
And again, there was an offensive rebound for SLUH right there, and that resulted in them getting a couple more points. The offensive rebounds really are kind of an embodiment of work ethic and being able to do the dirty work and being willing to put your body on the line, and that's exactly what SLUH has been willing to do. And they're really, again, playing a great brand of basketball, and it's showing.
That was a foul for Kyron Jackson. Again, that is Cooper Newmark. My name is Tom Eichwald. You are watching the Cadet Student Network. We're glad to have you on this Friday night as we open the home schedule for the Cadets. That's Pace at the other end. 2 more for him.
The Cadets,
Go ahead.
The Cadets very much like to play this, bring 2 on the ball whenever SLUH is bringing the ball up, and their aggressiveness got the better of them there.
Yeah, a lot of contact from Pace there, but it was clean as Chris Brown was shown into the student section. Humphrey is given a little bit of space by Reed, and that's 2 for him.
A little bit of space is generous. It parted open like the Red Sea there. I mean, he had nothing but a wide open lane, and it resulted in 2.
Yeah, it looked like Reed was reading the pass down into the corner, and Humphrey took advantage of the situation. Great recognition from the SLUH senior. Devin Houston in and out, right in the hands of Pace.
For what feels like the first time this night, Devin Houston has missed a shot.
Don't keep official stats on that, but that feels about right, I have to say, Cooper. This is Jackson. There's Houston. Missed the last one, means he's good for this one on average, but that is going to be an offensive foul. So this will be SLUH's ball. Second foul for Devin Houston. You mentioned the foul trouble. 2 fouls early by Musig. Now 2 for Houston. For the Cadets, 1 for Jackson, 1 for Potts. And just in the interest of parity, 3 fouls so far for the Junior Bills. Those are Humphrey, Harris, and Hawkins.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great ability to draw a charge there, because once you see that little half moon in the paint, that is whenever you can't stand there, and that becomes a blocking foul. So great awareness of the rules and a great way to get a turnover.
This is Ray now for the Junior Bills. 6:10 remaining in this second quarter. If you're just joining us, SLUH got off to a very fast start, have some great spells of possession. Cooper mentioned the offensive rebounds they've gotten. Just a really slow night in terms of actually getting the ball to fall. But they are starting to warm up, and the Cadets have cooled off a little bit, so there's breathing room here for SLUH, who all of a sudden have this game tied as Landon Pace gets to 6 points.
And that was just a sensational make right there, being able to deal with the contact, using your offhand, and then go up for what was really a beautiful layup there.
Reed. Spin move. Floating jumper, and that's good.
That is just incredible and textbook baller. I mean, that is just insane moves by Reed.
Yeah, and just the airtime he got. He just kind of hung up in the air until that defender started to go down a little bit and gave him that avenue for the shot. Good pass there for Ray. Michalski stands his ground. Alford draws the contact. That is going to be a foul called against Pace.
That is not a smart foul there. Oh.
They gave that to 22. I think that was a mistake. They gave it to 22. I think they mean 24. Because 22 was Alford for CBC. That has to be given to 24 of the Junior Bills.
Yeah,
Coach
I think
Mike McCormick getting a
yeah, I think they meant to put that foul on Pace.
Explanation. We're going to go ahead and note it in our They say 32? Okay. So 32, not 22. So that is Sebastian Tate given his first. And here's Howard. Up top, this is Darian Jones. Those bright green shoes. Announcer's dream makes him easy to spot. Jones, a little bit left. And again, a great view of that as Michalski goes up and gets it up and over Tate, which takes some doing. Nice putback by Michalski. Tate is 6'4". Michalski 6'10", using that advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you said it for me. I mean, just the size advantage, the weight advantage. I mean, it's almost night and day between the two of them, just in their size. And Mahalski's going to win that matchup 9 times out of 10, and that was one of those 9 times out of 10 that he won it.
4.5 remaining. 22-18 is the score. Junior Bills working around. They're going to take the first time out of the game as Coach Claggett takes one. We will let you know about Chick-fil-A, the official chicken sandwich of the Cadet Student Network. It is our favorite pregame meal. Should be yours too. We do sell them in the concession stand, so make sure you check one out next time you are on campus. Check one out, as if you haven't had one before. But you can get one on the campus here. Our favorite location in Manchester, just east of Ballas. Great deal, folks. If you get the Chick-fil-A app, you can order it ahead and just pick it up and cruise on over to CBC for the game. Makes it very easy. You could even do that on the way home. It's sounding very, very good. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, the official chicken sandwich of the Cadet Student Network. Thank you, Chick-fil-A. You a fan of Chick-fil-A, Coop?
Oh, well, who isn't? I mean, what's better than a good, crispy chicken sandwich? Because right now you're making me a bit hungry now that I'm thinking about, a great, delicious Chick-fil-A sandwich.
That is the problem with those reads. That's why I tend to do them early in the game because if you do them late, then it just starts distracting you as you get toward the end of a game, thinking about post-game meal. But back to the action we go. That's Cooper Newmark. I am Tom Eichwald. You are watching the Cadet Student Network. I want to thank also Braden Spikogi, Logan Torrance, and Jack Pendleton working on the broadcast tonight. Randy Gardner, as ever, is just swapped. So now Logan is running production, and Randy is bringing you the picture you're seeing. These two work so well together. And Randy has done so much great work for so long with the Cadet Student Network. So as always, big thanks to him for the work he does. Junior Bills moving around the outside. Good defensive footwork from CBC, and a nice poke from Howard as well. And just quick feet for CBC. Really, really moving well. And SLUH is not passing around the outside because they want to. They're passing around the outside because it just can't penetrate. Humphrey's shot no good. Nice rebound by Chris Brown.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the hand placement for most of these guys, it'll be on their lower back region, and that really just creates a kind of like security blanket that, hey, you're not going to go straight through me. You have to go around me. And with that hand, they can use it as sort of a support for if they feel the man that they're guarding start to slip or turn one way, they can instantly move and pivot their feet to accommodate that.
That is Matt Mahalski, the guilty party there. That was his first foul of the game. Humphrey. Now Pace in the corner working against Radovich. Harris, now Hawkins. No good. With that hard rejection off the back of the rim. And that is going to be out. It will be CBC's ball. So 2:59 to go. Pretty even game, back and forth. Safe to say it's just a matter of who has the hot hand, whose shots are falling tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's really been the case because SLUH has had a lot of great opportunities to make some of their shots fall, and for some reason, they just haven't.
Nice cross-court pass as the Cadets work it back for Howard. Long-range three is no good. And now Hawkins on the break for the Junior Bills. Match step for step. Great defensive work by Darian Jones. Pace for three. No good. Mahalski with the rebound. And a good rebound by Mahalski. And that is exactly what he is in there to do. Get in there and win the rebound battle.
Well, looks like they found their answer to the early game woes.
Tons of contact. Mahalski gets his own rebound and one.
He's gonna go to the line to possibly get three the old-fashioned way. And Mahalski really has fulfilled his role of just being a big body and someone that has been able to kind of fix the offensive rebound issues, or I guess the defensive lack of rebounds for CBC, and you've seen that kind of go down in their offensive rebounding numbers for SLUH since Mahalski has been out on the court.
Second foul by Tate, and you've seen it throughout. CBC not afraid to get down low and get after these big guys. We saw it with Devin Houston right off the start. Now Matt Mahalski getting in there, mixing it up. That has been kind of a change in the pace of this game, was the introduction of Matt Mahalski. Just try to give CBC longer stretches. And now Jaden Reed will come back in. Mahalski gets a well-earned break.
Yeah, I mean, his numbers aren't going to show on the box sheet, on the box score, but he's really been a game changer in this game just because of him being there and his presence that he brings.
Averages 6.3 rebounds a game coming into this one. and is probably close to that now, unofficially. And in case you were wondering, all stats we give you on this broadcast, there's going to be a foul here. Coach Briscoe crosses his arms in befuddlement. And let's get this one straightened out at the bench. So I think they're saying no foul. So whatever it was, they're saying no foul. So this will be a SLUH ball on the floor. A lot of confusion right now. The cadet bench has no idea what's going on, saying it should be CBC ball. Officials are getting it sorted out, and the protest has worked. Not sure exactly what happened there, Cooper, but if you're wearing purple at home, it worked out for you.
Yeah. I mean, Coach Briscoe was almost in there as the sixth man. I mean, he was so far onto the court, and he really gave the official a piece of his mind. And it works. Yeah,
and he doesn't do that often. You know, he's a pretty mild-mannered guy, you know, very in control of himself, very assured. So when he's doing that, you know he must have a point.
Yeah.
This is Humphrey at the other end for the Junior Bills. 24-18 with 1:37 to go. And that's a nice lay-in there for Harris.
Great ball movement there, because there were two passes that had a good shot to great shot to even better shot, and that shot eventually fell. I've never said the word shot so many times in a single sentence.
That was impressive. It'd be tough to beat, but you can give it a shot later.
Ooh.
This is Humphrey. Somehow maintains possession. Great job by Dylan Humphrey. Took a lot of contact from Houston. A lot of H last names in this game.
Yeah.
His pace, no good. Rebound brought down by Howard. Reed in the corner. He liked it, just a little bit long. His pace finds Humphrey. Humphrey working against Bryce Million, the freshman getting in for CBC. And that's Anderson Espy with the missed shot. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes the Cadets' way. 43 seconds to go, 24-20. I know we got a long ways to go, but I'm not going to put you on the spot for predictions, Cooper, but any plot lines you think we'll see emerge coming out of halftime in that third quarter?
I think eventually something is going to break, and I think SLUH is going to go on a just truly mesmerizing run, because they've got all of the opportunities they've wanted. They just haven't gone in, and eventually, whenever you get these guys who get the good looks, eventually the shots are going to fall, and I don't know how the Cadets are going to respond to that.
That's where you need some of your guys to step up. You need Devin to start hitting again. You have plenty of shooters. You got a lot of guys in those kind of high 30% three-point range, so you can hit that too. Of course, Houston at 35.7. Chris Brown can hit him from out there. Nikola can, Kyron Jackson. So you've got options to rack up points in a hurry in the event that does happen.
Yeah, and going back to a previous possession, I really liked whenever Jaden Reed had that three in the corner, because not only do you get probably the team's best shooter wide open, but also it sets the tone of we're going to let our shooters just have the green light and get ready to shoot the ball.
Inside of 10 to go. It's Reed with the ball. Now Houston. You know he wants this shot, and he's going to draw a foul. Nice job. That's Humphrey who's called. It'll be the second foul against Humphrey, as it will send Devin Houston, no, not to the line, is on the floor, correction, and timeout for the Cadets. So the Cadets are going to circle up. But who should we tell the folks about, Cooper? Maybe we'll tell them about BSN Sports. BSN Sports and Under Armour, the official apparel providers of Cadet Athletics. They keep our players and coaches looking great on the field, and they want to help you look even better than you already do as well. You can shop on the team stores, of course, on the CBC Athletics website. If you go to cbccadets.org, the team stores are there. You can find that great official Under Armour gear. You can also shop anytime at www.bsnsports.com.
Well, you know the old adage, look good, play good, feel good. And
exactly.
Hopefully that is what they have provided for the CBC Cadets.
Or, you know, once you've kind of wrapped up and playing's not a thing anymore, you know, just look good, feel good. You cheer well, the players get that, and then they play well. So there's just lots of layers saying that you should go to bsnsports.com.
Absolutely.
I think it works like that, Cooper. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on that.
Something like that. Be a good science project.
Ooh.
Hey, pitch it to one of your teachers, see if they'll let you run with that.
Ooh, I don't know. I might have to see on Monday.
The science of looking good.
Well, when you phrase it like that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That might not be a selling point. 4 seconds to go. The Cadets looking for one shot. It's going to be Reed. Can't get it away. Can Hawkins fling it up? He does. It's no good, though. And we will go to halftime. The score is 24-20. So the Cadets off to a little bit of a slow start as SLU kind of pinned him in a little bit. But the Junior Bills can't get them to fall early. The Cadets rebuild a lead. Junior Bills fight back, and it is 24-20. Really poised for a nice second half.
I agree. I think that this is a game that you do not want to miss. Because while the box score doesn't show this electric, high-flying offense, if you watch the game, you can see that there are sparks and there are flashes of truly brilliance, especially by, one, Matt Mahalski and his ability to change the game with his offensive rebounding, and also Devin Houston, because when he gets going down the lane, it reminds me of like a freight train almost, because how do you stop him when he's getting a full head of steam? Because, I mean, I wouldn't want to take that hit. I know many of SLU players wouldn't want to do that, and it's shown because he's been able to get a ton of good looks.
That is Cooper Newmark. I am Tom Eichwald. You're watching the Cadet Student Network. I want to thank Cooper for joining us up here in the booth. We are going to step aside for a few minutes. When we come back, we will have more basketball for you. You are watching the Cadet Student Network. Welcome back to the booth. Tom Eichwald bringing you CBC versus the Junior Billikens of St. Louis University High School. It's a rivalry game. It's the home opener for the Cadets, and we are glad to be with you here on CSN. This one, first half ended 24-20. If you are just joining us, quick recap. SLU got off to a very quick start. Great possessions, great rebounding, but just couldn't get anything to fall. Gave CBC a little bit of a window into this game. They went right through that window, built up a little bit of a lead, but then the Junior Bills came clawing back, and it has been a very even game since then. I would imagine this is going to be a very even second half, barring anything drastic in any adjustments. Hawkins gets the scoring going here in the second half with 7:44 on the clock. I'll give you a quick scoring summary when we get a chance, which we do. That's going to be a foul called against Harris. That is his second. So the first half ended, Devin Houston leading all scorers with 12. 4 points for Radovich, 4 points for Mihalski, 2 for Reed and Jackson. For the Junior Bills, they were led by Hawkins with 7, Pace with 6, Harris with 5, 2 points apiece for Humphrey and Tate. And we are going to get a timeout taken by CBC. Foul situation for CBC, 2 fouls for Houston, 1 for Jackson, 2 for Musig, 1 for Potts, and 1 for Mihalski. For SLU, 2 for Humphrey, 2 for Harris, 2 for Tate, and 1 for Hawkins. It's been a fair game. It's been competitive. It's been physical. It hasn't been anything over the line. It's been exactly what you want it to be, and I know it's exactly what we're hoping to bring you here tonight. During this timeout, make sure we get all of our reads in. We told you about just about everybody. I don't know. Yep. I believe we got through all of them. Oh, Charlie McDaniel. We're leaving out Athletic Republic. How can we do that? Charlie McDaniel. If you want to get in shape, Athletic Republic is your way to do that. You want to look him up online. Tell Charlie he's a CBC grad. He's a great friend of the CSN and also the school. So reach out to him if you want to get in shape, maybe in the new year. Maybe your son or daughter is starting up a sport and you want to do some conditioning. Reach out to Charlie. That is Athletic Republic. As we get going again, shout out to one of our fans watching at home, Ryan Shoup. Devoted viewer of CSN. I want to say hello to Ryan and thank him for joining us tonight. Ryan, we're glad to have you. Hawkins. This is Pace for SLU. Up and over. Tempted to go up and over Potts. But that is just denied. Point blank. Humphrey. 4 out there for the Junior Bills. It's Humphrey, Pace, Harris, Tate, and Hawkins. For CBC, it is Houston, Reed, Radovich, Potts, and Brown. That's off the back of the backboard, and this will be a CBC ball. Good student section tonight. They've been waiting a while for a home game. Coming in 7-5. Your 13th game of the season before you play at home. It's just been all away games. A couple of tournaments at Webster Groves and at MICDS. But at long last, it's Friday night. Gym is full. Exactly like you would hope. Harris lays it in. Gets himself up to 7 points before Houston goes off the other way. He's going to draw the foul, and that is going to go SLU's way. So Houston called for the offensive foul. And that is the second foul for Devin Houston. I had him with 2 already, so that's a mistake. Might have given him some. So officially from the book, 2 fouls. Again, all the stats we give you are unofficial up here. How unofficial are they? Well, after somebody scores, I put some tallies on a piece of paper up here in the booth. So that's all that's behind it. So that is officially 2 fouls now for Houston, not a third. Potts has it stripped away. And this is, I believe, going to be a foul against Humphrey. Yep, it is a foul against Dylan Humphrey, and that is officially his 3rd foul. So key guy for SLU, sitting on 3 fouls. You know CBC is going to get after him in the next few minutes. If you could get one of their top players to 4 fouls at this point, that'd be great. He's just about the lead scorer, Dylan Humphrey, 11.1 points per game. He's beaten out only by Keenan Harris with 11.3. So the scoring pretty well spread around for the Junior Bills. As Potts gets the first one to go. His first point of the game. Second one up and good as well. So the Junior Bills trail by 4. Same deficit they ended the first half with. Now Pace working against Radovich. All the way across. Nice pass. Underneath. Harris up. Good. Well worked. That gets Harris up to 9 points. Now Jaden Reed for the Cadets. Fights through the contact. Radovich underneath. That's a great block from behind by Pace. Radovich gets it, though, on the floor. Got to find a pass and does. Great awareness by him. Into the corner for Brown. And that is out just beyond the reach of Radovich. So the Junior Bills go off running. Hawkins loves popping up for these threes in the corner. No good. Ball finds them. Pace now coming in from nowhere. No good. And Radovich, did he do enough? He did get the jump ball. And that is a possession arrow as well. It's a nice job by Nikola. So in the first half, the rebound game was really dominated by the Junior Bills until Michalski came into the game and kind of put a halt to that. So I wonder if we will see Matt Michalski at some point here as this, again, 2-point lead. Houston. Brown. A little floater, no good. Went a little bit of the way down and then came right back up, and this is going to be a foul called. They're going to get Potts for that one. Second foul for Christian. That is his third. So that is his third foul, not second. Apologies for that. Must have missed one somewhere along the lines. But it is the SLUH ball. Hawkins, good double team defensively by Reed and Brown. Now Houston is going to get after it. You know he is. And he draws the contact. He was going after Pace and gets the foul called. Landon Pace, his first foul of the game. Third for the Junior Bills in this half. Pace pleads his case, but he's not going to get it. Saying Devin was coming after me, and the referee's saying he was, but you had your feet moving. The age-old debate. Houston goes to the line. That one is good. Certainly wastes no time from the free throw line, does Devin Houston. Gets up there. Just kind of flicks it. Really flat trajectory for him. Doesn't float it at all. Just no nonsense. Shortest path to the hoop. Kyron Jackson's going to check in for Potts. Third foul gets a break, not surprising. Houston again. He is now at 16 points with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Ray in middle, Harris all the way across, and that is good. That was Levi Miller. Comes into the game, gets 3 points right away. And a 1-point game. Radovich at the other end. He responds. Great shot by Nikola. And that is 3 points, so he's up to 7. Junior Bills miss. They had it down to a 1-point lead. Cadets could get a few here. Just reestablish it, give themselves a little more breathing room. Reed, look at that. Jaden Reed puts it in. You see the speed, the agility he's got just to fling it up there. And he is so good in the air, is Jaden Reed. He gets up there and just stays. Not only stays, he makes moves. Really fun to watch. 3:34, a couple of substitutions. Your 5 out there now for CBC is Alford, Howard, Houston, Radovich, and Jackson. For the Junior Bills, it is Humphrey, Harris, Pace, Miller, and Ray over there in the corner. Houston gives a look to Radovich, lays it in, no good. A lot of contact on Nikola's hand as he let that one go, though. Now Howard, no good. Rebound goes just over Alford's hands, and they're going to get Jackson on the reach. That will be the second foul for Kyron Jackson. 3 fouls apiece in this half now for CBC and SLUH. I want to thank all the students making the broadcast possible tonight. We have Logan Torrance, Braden Spikogi, Jack Pendleton shooting the camera down on the floor, and Cooper Newmark joined us for the second quarter. Great to have him in the booth. Thanks for all he does. Good lay-in by Howard. So 2 points for him, 37-29. Frustrating few minutes by the Bills, and that's why they're taking the timeout there. Again, they had it to 1. It was 29-30, and then CBC goes on a 7-point run just to put a little bit of distance, and Coach Claggett has to stop the bleeding with a timeout. If you are a fan of CSN, you've definitely heard us mention our friend Tim Kylo. That is K-I-L-O. Tim's more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also the presenting sponsor of CSN, and we're incredibly grateful for his support. Call Tim at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo, that's K-I-L-O.com. Good spirit in the gym tonight. The student section has not gone anywhere. If anything, it's actually grown over the course of the game. The cadet crew down there apparently going with a tie around your head theme, as well as a green jacket. I don't know, the tie around the head, master's jacket. It's a perplexing look, folks, I will be honest, but they are having a lot of fun with it down there, and that is what the student section is all about. 2:49 remaining in the third quarter. My name is Tom Eichwald. You're watching CBC versus SLUH on the Cadet Student Network. It will be Houston, Radovich, Alford, Howard, and Jackson on the floor for CBC. It is Ray, Miller, Harris, Pace, and Humphrey out there for the Junior Bills. Pace. Nice move. Puts it up. He is now up to 8 points. He and Harris with 8 and 9 respectively, putting together a decent evening. They just need that good run. They haven't really gotten it. Every time they've tried, CBC has just kind of slammed the door on them. It's good defense, though, by Humphrey to take it out of Howard's hand. I think Coach Briscoe making the point that it might have been a foul, but it is not given. It's just out of bounds. Mihalski does come back in for Radovich. Just to kind of shore things up, use his size, his experience, his skill with the ball. There's a ricochet high. Now Pace. That was Miller. Pace again. Good run down the backstretch from Humphrey. And as involved as he has been, just 4 points for Dillon. You know he'll be frustrated by that. Doesn't take much for him to take off, though. So you have a feeling he's just that close. But credit CBC's defense. They've been quick. They've moved well. They've denied a lot of options. They've been very quick to close down. So CBC doing a nice job of stymieing the Junior Bills so far. Below 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 37-33. Ray, now Pace. Well worked. Good movement by SLUH. Harris trying to get Humphrey on the shot. He's closed down by Howard. And a good sling pass there. Nice pass that was. He was looking for Ray, found him, but Ray just couldn't get the shot to go. Almost had a second go at it, but it goes past him. Good job to keep it in the half. Miller closed down. He was double teamed by Jackson and Mihalski with 1:08 to go. This is Dylan Humphrey working against Tristan Howard. Get some help from Harris in the form of a pick. Humphrey goes left, goes right, pulls up at the free throw line, and that's good. He just needs a few of those to build himself some momentum. Just needs a couple to go in. We don't keep advanced stats. As you know, it's hard enough for me to keep fouls and points straight up here. But it is you have to say that the field goal percentage for SLUH is just going to come out a little bit low so far in this game, and that needs to pick up if they're going to get back into it. Alford for three. Said, Mr. Eichwald, I hear you talking about SLUH getting back into this game, and that's not going to happen if I can say anything about it. So Alford hits the three, makes it 40-35 as we go below 20 seconds in the quarter. Third quarter almost gone. Cadets hanging on. 8 seconds. Who's looking for that last shot? It's Miller. He's going to take it. That's a three. Good. So Levi Miller now with 6 points, and that is 40-38. So the first quarter ended with CBC with an 8-point lead. At halftime, that lead was down to 4. And after the third quarter, that lead is down to 2. So just a couple of points closer. Junior Bill's closing in on CBC, and just so little between these two teams in the game. You know, it's been a game of momentum and rebounds. You just have a feeling somebody's going to take over this fourth quarter and either pull SLUH back into it or run away with it for CBC. There's so much star power in this game. You have a feeling that somebody is going to step up, hit a few big shots, and either solidify it, or if you're SLUH, come charging back. Really, really well poised for this fourth quarter. I want to say another thank you to our sponsors. Tim Kylo, you heard about him. He wants to save you money on your car insurance, life insurance, boat insurance, whatever it is. If it can be insured, Tim's your guy. 314-842-4442 or Tim at timkylo, that's KILO.com. I want to thank Chick-fil-A, the official chicken sandwich of the Cadet Student Network. It's our favorite pregame meal, should be yours too. They really do a nice job with the sandwich, and you can get them in the concession stands here. Download the app. This is a pro tip. Download the app, order it ahead of time, and just pick it up at that Manchester and Ballas location. They'll take great care of you. They do for us. Mercy Sports Medicine. They take great care of our student athletes. They're a top-tier Catholic health system nationally. If you want to learn more, visit www.mercy.net. Athletic Republic. Charlie McDaniel would love to help you get in shape, or maybe help your son and daughter get ready for an upcoming athletic season. That is Athletic Republic. You can find them online and mention that CSN sent you. And that's a ball underneath from Miller. Good block. No, not a good block by Michalski, says the man in the striped shirt. That is going to be the second foul on Matt Michalski, and it will send Levi Miller to the line. Levi Miller 7 for 9 on the season from free throw range. That's coming into the game, so he's a 77.8 free throw shooter, and that number just went down a touch as he misses the first. We are in the fourth quarter of action between CBC and St. Louis University High School. Great rivalry over the years. Miller gets the second one to go. And now Brown. Alford, Brown, Reed. Houston and Michalski also out there rounding out the 5 for the Cadets. For SLUH, it's Miller, Humphrey, Ray, Harris, and Pace. Into the corner, this is Alford. Hit one a moment ago, and there's another. Up to 6 points. Mentioned somebody maybe taking this game over. Boy, would it be fun if it was the freshman. Pace. Again, good movement by CBC defensively. There's no room there. Everything SLUH wants to do is just being shut down. They work well to get an opening there, but the shot doesn't go. They did the hard part. The layup just didn't go in. And here's Alford again. He's not going to touch that because that's going to go out for a CBC possession. Smart play by Alford just to let that one run and take the set play as Houston will inbound. Under 7 minutes remaining. 4-point game. A win over St. Louis University High School would be a great way to start the home season. Michalski bosses his way through Pace, puts it up, but no good. Houston pokes it out. You can see what he's thinking. But just squirts away from him, is unable to bring it in, and it'll be a Junior Bill ball. A lot of contact there between Humphrey and Reed. Referee content to play on. Fairly low foul game. First half never even got to the bonus. Second half not on pace to get there either. But, of course, as things heat up, we know that may change. They're going to get a foul against Jaden Reed. He was tangled up with Humphrey. but they get Jaden with the foul. That's his first in the game. Those that won't worry him too much. The ball underneath for SLUH. I think we get a half timeout taken by the Junior Bills, which gives us a chance to talk about BSN Apparel. BSN and Under Armour are the official apparel providers of Cadet Athletics. They keep our players and coaches looking great on the field, on the court. They can help you look even better than you already do as well. So bsnsports.com. You can shop anytime on that very website, or if you want to check out the CBC Athletics website, cbccadets.org, you can find the team stores available on the CBC Athletics website. 2 ways to shop Under Armour apparel at BSN Sports. Buzzer tells CBC to get out of their huddle. Referee and his whistle and a brisk walk over there. Do the same, reiterate the message. All the wonderful ways of telling a team to get out on the floor. You got the buzzer. The referee blows his whistle. The referee walks over. The referee says something. The referee starts clapping. All of the layers of breaking up a huddle. Fascinating stuff. Back to the action. This is Harris. Pace. Miller. Closed down very, very quickly by Alford. This is Pace. He does have a little bit of a window for 3, but a little long. And Harris comes away with the rebound. Nice job by Miller. Quick hands to find Ray. Good interchange between the two of them. 6 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in this game. Ray, Pace. Puts it on the floor, has to fling it. That passed everything. Harris bodied out by Reed. Good job by Jaden to make Harris uncomfortable. Ray can't get it to go, and it's that defense by Reed underneath against a bigger opponent that denies SLUH the possession. Great job by Jaden down there. Houston, all kinds of time for 3. That's just a bit outside, as they'd say. And there's going to be no shot. That's a foul on the floor for Devin. His 3rd. Try to double check. There it is. That is his 3rd. And Potts will come in for Mahalski. Devin will get a break, and Tristan Howard will come on. That makes it Brown, Alford, Howard, Reed, and Potts for CBC. Pace. There's contact. Not enough, says the official, as Howard went flying. Brown comes away with it. Tracked down from the backside by Miller. Fair number of backside steals in this game. Neither here nor there, just an observation. Somebody maybe sitting at home trying to sort that one out. Look for some technical reasons why. I'm just offering it as something for you to muse upon at home, as Potts is a little short from 3. Pace comes away with it. Pace has Ray, Humphrey, Miller, and Harris out there with him. It's Ray. Good control by Pace to get that ball, which is behind him, and Harris puts it in. 11 points now for Keenan Harris. And the Bills back within 2. They are just not going away. Ooh, Harris almost got that one. You know, his eyes lit up. And now Brown. Cadets will reset. 4.5 remaining. Coach Briscoe telling him to settle in. Let's find the open man in the corner. This is Howard. Howard draws the contact, and that is a frustrating one for the Junior Bills because that is Dylan Humphrey's 4th. A key man, one of your senior leaders on this team. Dylan Humphrey has 4 fouls. Are they going to leave him in? No. We're going to see a defensive sub come in. That's been used. Would not be surprised to see him get a few minutes. Then maybe come on as an offensive sub. Maybe kind of get that two-way subbing. But we'll see what Coach Claggett decides to do. This is Jaden Reed. 4 minutes remaining. Spin move. Hangs on to it, but only just. Now Brown. He will reset. Calls Potts out for a pick. There it is. Spins out of it. Good defense by SLUH. Reed is over there. All kinds of contact from Ray. And they are going to get Ray with the foul. It's only a matter of time before that one got called. All kinds of contact between the two. So first foul for Ray as CBC retains possession. Tristan Howard, spin move. He is working against Ben Youst. Reed. Radovich senses the opportunity to spin off Harris. Into the corner, this is Howard, and just a little long. Ray. Just have to be patient if you're SLUH. You're right there in this game. A shot missed one way or the other, made the other, turns this game around for him. Now Ray. Good defense by Nikola. Harris, they're going to give him that three-pointer if he wants it. Thinks about it. You can tell he was thinking about it. He can hit him. Actually, he's looking at the wrong column. He has not attempted a three all season, so CBC giving him that if he wants to make it his first. You gotta love it. The Cadets encouraging the fundamentals of the game. Helpful suggestion from the CBC student section. As the clock goes below 3 minutes to go, this has been a good one. CBC has led almost the entire way. But how many times do you see a team lead almost the entire way and then just get caught right at the end? Good rebound by Levi Miller. He's at 9 points all of a sudden, and we have a tie game. The Bills have tied it up. This game has not been tied since the early first quarter. Actually, even then, I don't know that it actually was. I think CBC got out to a lead. But we are tied at 43 with 2 minutes 13 to go. Game on. Harris. He's stymied inside. They do a nice job of drawing the Cadets deep as Ray makes a run and they take the lead. His first 2 points of the game pulled the Junior Bills ahead, and you can see what it means to him going into that timeout. The momentum timeout called by Coach Claggett. As the Junior Bills will reset, so will the Cadets. It is a tale as old as time. You get out to a lead, you got one choice. You got to add to the lead. If you can't, you set up a situation where SLUH gets a little bit warmer, and then all of a sudden, they have the lead. Look for CBC to respond, and you really could use somebody to take this game over if you're a Cadet fan. Could be Devin Houston. We saw Alford come on, hit a few threes, a couple more of those, so there is a real opportunity here for somebody to step up and be the hero either way. Another thank you to the students joining us tonight. We got Braden Spikogi, Logan Torrance, Cooper Newmark, Jack Pendleton all work in the broadcast, and of course Randy Gardner. Thank you for all the work he does. And our sponsors as well, Tim Kylo, Mercy Sports Medicine, BSN Sports, Athletic Republic, Chick-fil-A. Thank all of them for making this broadcast possible. Well, we've seen the buzzer to bring him out of the timeout. And we got the walkover. We get the warning. SLUH's going to be the second team out of the huddle. Haven't gotten the whistle or the claps yet. We get the verbal let's go. And it appears the whistle and claps are unnecessary. The Junior Bills break the huddle and take the court with a 2-point lead and 2 minutes to go. It'll be Cadet ball, looking for a response as they trail for the first time. This is Devin Houston. He's calling the shots. Now Nikola Radovich, Jaden Reed, Tristan Howard. Back for Reed. The Cadets in no rush. Good patient response. You don't want to see him come out and try to force something. And that is a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with CBC. Just over 1.5 to go now. We're going to see a substitution. So this is the moment. Claggett is going to bring Dylan Humphrey back into the game. 4 fouls for Dylan. Levi Miller is sacrificed. So we do have Humphrey in a defensive situation here, getting after the ball in Jaden Reed's hands. Reed, Potts gives him a nice pick and then receives the pass. Good job by Potts. He absorbs the contact and then puts it back up to tie it up at 45 with 1:17 to go. It was really well worked by the Cadets. Pace. Landon Pace. He's got 8. He's trying to make it 10, but he'll stay in the single digits. Radovich, Reed, Houston. Cadets, again, in no rush. They're taking their time. Inside of a minute. 1 or 2 shots over the next minute is going to be the difference in this game, folks. It's all going to come down to that. And that's a pass underneath. He didn't find Potts, but we had a whistle. That is going to be a blocking foul called against Ray. Second foul for him. Just the 4th in the half for the Junior Bills, though. And we'll stay with the Cadets. 43.2 on the clock. This is Reed, now Radovich. Cadets in no rush. Might try to milk the next 34 seconds. Try to get that last shot, if they can. Worst case scenario, take it to overtime. We get a timeout taken by Coach Briscoe, though. They're going to think it over. 28.5 to go. Clearly the strategy, try to keep that ball, get that one shot, get it in the hands of one of your shooters. Got to imagine Devin Houston's name is high on that list. But the Cadets will regroup. The Junior Bills try to draw something up. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jaden Reed see the ball here. Maybe get a foul from Humphrey. He would foul out. Put it in Humphrey's head. Do you really want to come after this ball and try to take it from me on 4 fouls? And those decisions have to be made. So really kind of interesting moment as this game hangs in the balance. My name is Tom Eichwald. You're watching the Cadet Student Network. CBC SLUH, old rivals. This is as tight as a game gets. Tied with under 30 to go. It's been a lot of fun to be a part of. So great start to the home schedule, whatever happens in this game. But of course, Cadet Student Network hoping to see a CBC victory here. But SLUH has played a very good game. Dealt with some early frustration. The ball just wouldn't go for them. But they've hung in there. They've clawed their way back. CBC hasn't been able to really put any daylight between them. And it's right here, poised for a fantastic finish. CBC student section in good voice over there as the teams take the floor. Next up for these two teams, Cadets will play next Wednesday at Chaminade. And then next Friday against Vianney. That game will be here. The Junior Bills next take on Hazelwood Central and then Vianney as well. So a couple of good games coming up for both these teams. That is in and out of Devin Houston's hand. And the Junior Bills get it. Now they have a chance to get the last shot. 15 seconds to go. The table is turned. It's a missed pass. Devin Houston commits the foul. That will be on the floor. So Houston commits his 4th foul. Knew exactly what he was doing there. 11.8 as SLUH will draw up a play to get that last shot. It is tightly poised. The crew doing a great job of getting these pictures. Braden and Logan currently talking through their headsets directly across me, which is a great look inside. But they really do good work, so thank you to all the students who work with CSN, for the daily news broadcasts and for these games that we do and for the plays and everything we're able to bring you. So thank you so much to all of the CSN students and especially to Braden, Logan, Cooper, and Jack for their work tonight. Teams are in the huddle. SLUH trying to draw up that last play to get the job done. It has been a frustrating night for them from the standpoint of field goals, but they only need one more maybe. And if you're CBC, you got no choice. Go out there, play the best defense you can. Only other option is try to foul as soon as you possibly can so you know you'll get the ball back. But you just have to defend. Pace will inbound. SLUH is stacked. They got their play drawn up. This is Humphrey. 9 seconds. And that is going to be a foul by Jaden Reed. His second. So this is the fourth foul for the team. Pace, Humphrey, Hawkins, Ray, and Harris out there for SLUH. Pace will inbound. Goes all the way back to Ray. And he leaves it for Humphrey. So it's balls in Dylan Humphrey's hands with 4 to go. Harris, 2 seconds. Got to fling it, and that is no good. Harris, long range 3, had no other choice, and that is going to send us to overtime. 45-45. Regulation cannot separate SLUH and CBC, so we're going to go to overtime. You're getting some bonus basketball tonight. We do apologize. We were a little late getting on the air, and we'll be a little late getting off the air, but I don't think anybody watching at home minds. We hope you're enjoying your Friday night and taking in a classic between CBC and SLUH. We're tied 45-45. A quick yet unofficial scoring summary. We got Devin Houston leading all scorers with 16. We got Nicola with 7, Braden Alford with 6, Christian Potts with 4, Mahalski with 4, Reed with 4, Kyron Jackson with 2, Tristan Howard with 2. For the Junior Bills, you've got game leader for the Bills is Keenan Harris with 11. You got 4 points for Miller, 3 for Pace, 2 for Hawkins, 2 for Tate, 2 for Ray. That is all, of course, unofficial. Buzzer goes. There's a clap. And we are ready for overtime. 4 minutes on the clock. CBC in the all-white uniforms. St. Louis University High School in the navy blue with the baby blue trim. Houston, Brown, Potts, Howard, and Reed for the Cadets. Miller, Ray, Pace, Harris, and Humphrey for the Junior Bills. And just remember, both Devin Houston and Dylan Humphrey are on 4 fouls. It's a jump ball. We're ready to go. Overtime on CSN. Pace wins it, so the Bills will start out. Miller. This is Humphrey. Pace. Pace has been involved in everything the Junior Bills have done with his 8 points. Now Harris. Very versatile player, Landon Pace. I'm enjoying watching him play. Harris underneath. No good. Howard comes flying in, and it's going to be Brown. He's got 2 coming on, and no good. Reed with the putback. Great putback by Jaden Reed. He just came flying in out of nowhere. Miller thought he had that when he was running down the court. Houston comes away with a good hard rebound against Pace. Pace is picking up in this game. And that is going to be out. Should be CBC ball underneath. It is. And I'm not sure. Are they going to go check to make sure we don't have a wet floor down at the end? And they're going to call for the towel. So we get a quick floor towel break with 3:05 remaining. 47-45 CBC. Cadets led all the way. SLUH caught them right at the end. I know you can't see it on the camera, but when on the Houston rebound, a couple of players hit the floor. There was a little bit of sweat on the floor, so Assistant Athletic Director Scott Brown helping the referees wipe that up off camera down to our right. That is now clean. Brown congratulated on a fine towel job by Mike Bartoni, class of 1965. So nice to see Mike respecting the towel work there. This will be, as we said, CBC ball. Houston will inbound. Brown, now Reed. Drives, and they're going to get Miller on the foul. He's saying he had enough of a ball for a jump, but it is Levi Miller who is penalized. That is his first foul of the game, 5th of the half for SLUH. Been a very clean game so far. Humphrey rips it away from Brown. Ray. Dylan Humphrey. A couple of moves, puts the ball on the floor, tries to drive. Howard gets a hand in there, and this is going to be good and one. So foul called against Jaden Reed. No, it's yes, it was a foul against Reed. I thought they had said a different name, but I was very confused. That is the 3rd foul for Jaden Reed as Humphrey hits again. Humphrey now at 9 points for the game. Houston slaloms through, lays it in. That makes it 18 for him. Ray, almost driven back to the midline by Reed. Good defense by Jaden. Strong defense, quick feet, an attribute of the CBC team for sure. And that's going to be a foul against Evan. And that is going to be I had that as his 5th, but it is only his 4th. So Devin Houston, somehow my foul count got out of whack a little bit early in the game. But confirmation, that is the 4th foul for Devin Houston, not the 5th. So that was a misspoke earlier. 4 fouls for Houston now. Humphrey, good. So he hits double digits. And more importantly, is more than any individual status, the game tied at 49. Both good. 11 points now for Humphrey, and 50-49 is your score. And SLUH takes the lead again. Houston drives, working against pace. A little bit long on the shot. No good. See the thought there. Pace just slowing down, trying to see if maybe he could get Devin to crash into him a little bit, get that 5th. Smart play. Ray, Harris, back for Ray. Miller. 1:36 remaining. SLUH not really able to get much in the way of space. Pace finds a little bit of a pocket, and Potts goes up, brings down the rebound. It should be a jump ball. It is. And the possession arrow goes CBC's way. I have to say, a few times tonight, the big contested possession arrow has gone CBC's way as the score has closed. Just the way it works sometimes, but that's very helpful there. Get a chance to get this lead back with 1:21 to go. Alford is into the game. He's got 6 points, both by way of the three-pointer, so I wonder if they're going to try to free him up for a shot as he works against Miller. 65 seconds remaining in overtime. 1 point lead for SLUH. Devin Houston now with the ball. Brings Potts out. He wants the pick. Instead passes Alford. Thought about the long-range 3, and the timeout's taken before he can do much else with it, as CBC wants to talk it over. 52.8 remaining, 1 point game, CBC versus SLUH, as this is positioned really nicely for your Friday night entertainment. You got a weekend of NFL football coming up. Stay at home, watch football tomorrow and Sunday. But first, kicking it off with some high school basketball. And what more could you ask for than overtime between CBC and SLUH? Low-scoring affair, not one of those shootouts you've seen. Both teams have maybe been a little bit off from a shooting point of view. The other way you could say that is both teams have been shooting under pressure. A lot of inside shots with a lot of blocks and a lot of contact. So just one of those games where the ball's not falling a whole lot, but we find ourselves poised for a very, very close finish. We mentioned coming up for CBC, a couple of games in quick order. Chaminade and Vianney on the 22nd, 24th. After that is Hazelwood Central on the 27th, and then they finish January with Chaminade again on Friday, January 31st. So that's a string of home games then to start the kind of month of February. You get Chaminade at home, then Cape Girardeau Central, De Smet, St. Dominic, SLUH Charter, Cardinal Ritter. So all those games coming up. Then February, of course, those games start flying in really quickly as you wind down the regular season. So still early. The Cadets are trying to win this. If they do, they'd be 8-5. If not 7-6. The Junior Bills, if they hold on to their lead, would advance to 6-4. Clock goes below a minute. Devin Houston working against Ray. Passes it up top. This is Tristan Howard. Now Alford. Houston turns, drives, throws it up. No good. SLUH gets the rebound. And that's the foul committed by Alford. It's first foul for Braden. And that will send Pace to the line. He'll shoot 1-1. Fifth CBC foul of the half. Correction, he will shoot 2. Missed the first one, though. Radovic checks in. Alford checks out. Clock at 34.3. Cadet fans trying to draw up a new play to distract the shooter. There you see it. Hoist the freshman. A classic. Pace, undeterred. Give the boys credit for that one. But Pace gets it to go, makes it a 2-point lead. 20 seconds. Houston behind the back, drives, loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul that is on the floor against Levi Miller. Second foul for Miller. That is going to send Houston to the line. So good opportunity. Devin can tie it in this trip to the line. Moment like this, want to make sure that routine doesn't change. Quick dribble, spin, quick dribble, nice flat, and it's good. Looks exactly like every other one he's had tonight. This would tie it with 17.9 to go. Quick release. Boy, the rim gave us some drama, but makes it an even 20 points for Devin as he ties it up, 51-51. Now the Junior Bills have a feeling they're going to draw something up, try to hold this for their last shot. CBC going to press like crazy, try to make it as uncomfortable as possible, force that turnover, see if he can get that shot. Jaden Reed working against Humphrey. And it's a timeout taken by the Junior Bills. They got across the line, called the timeout. Now they will, for the second time, try to draw up a play to win this game. Last time was right at the end of regulation. Ball ended up in the hands of Keenan Harris, who let fly from long range, but no good. That is how we ended up in overtime, and now SLUH has a chance again. 12 seconds. Cadet student section doing some swaying, trying to get their team motivated. I don't think you need any motivation in this situation, though. I mean, SLUH, Keenan Harris is an option. He was the guy they ended up with last time. Got to imagine Dylan Humphrey's a likely candidate. Your two leading scorers are Humphrey and Harris, so one of them you'd have to say maybe is the target. And if you're CBC, you put out the strongest defensive lineup you can. Let's try to prevent that shot. You are into the bonuses, so that changes the fouling strategy at this point. And CBC is going to send Potts, Jackson, Radovic, Reed, and Tristan Howard out there. So very, very strong, quick defensive lineup for CBC. You've got Humphrey, Harris, Miller, Ray, and Pace for SLUH. 12 seconds. We're running. It's Humphrey versus Reed. Humphrey gets across. 5 seconds. I think he wants the shot. 3, 2. Humphrey with the shot. No good. So for the second time, the Junior Bills have had an opportunity to win it at the end. And for the second time, no good. We are going to go to another round of overtime. They put 4 more on the clock, 51-51, and you are getting bonus basketball here on CSN. A great finish to this one. Still only 51 points apiece. So 4 fresh minutes. Fouls don't reset. As both teams kind of clarify their approach, I have to say there's not a whole lot either team can say. It's just a matter of a shot going here or there. I don't think there's a whole lot you can do in terms of adjustments. 4 more minutes does put just that little extra strain on Houston and Humphrey, sitting on 4 fouls. Those are official numbers. They're both on 4. Next one is the end of the night. Does it come down to something as simple as that? I'm going to have to wait and see, as this game has given us everything we wanted. Not quite the, as I mentioned, not quite the shootout. Really kind of a frustrating game. Hasn't been pretty either way. I don't know. This is a game where you go back to the highlights and the tape and you say, yeah, this is us at our best. I don't think either team is necessarily going to do that. But it's just one of those where you got to find a way. And if you're going to be a team that the kind of stature of these two schools demands, you got to find a way to win these sorts of games where it's ugly, it doesn't look good, but you find a way. Potts wins the jump ball this time. So he and Pace split the overtime. Now Houston. Reed in the corner. That's short on the 3. Now Humphrey. He's going to drive into the corner for Ray. No good. Cadet ball. First 30 seconds of the second overtime is gone. Reed spins. Potts underneath. Went for the dunk. Lost it. Comes down with the rebound, though. I think they're going to get a foul against Ray. I'm going to wait for the official. There it is. So foul called against Matt Ray. That's his 3rd. Will send Potts to the line. First one no good. It's okay, though. He gets another. According to the stats I have, that was just his... He came into the game with only 2 attempts from the line. And that is 1 of 2. 5th point for Potts. And that is going to be a SLUH ball. I think it went out off of Jackson, maybe. Pace is going to inbound. Now Ray. 3:20 remaining. Harris. Pace working against Jackson. Gets Jackson to commit all the way out there with him. Good defense. Jackson and Brown putting in a good shift over there as Jackson ends up with Humphrey. Humphrey tries to create a little space with Potts. It does. Veteran move. Just get himself in a good spot. Use a little bit of strength and float it up. 13 points now for him. Jackson spins. Closed down very quickly from the backside by Miller, but that opens up Reed for the 3. Good. Jaden Reed makes it 8 points for himself. Most importantly, gives the Cadets a 2-point lead. Harris loses that ball. No travel called. The purple half of the gym not happy with that no call, but we play on. 2:15. This is Ray. Drives. Oh, big block from the backside by Reed and Potts, but the rebound goes in. I believe that was Harris. It was. That ties it up again. Still nothing between these two teams. Jackson spins, floats it. Humphrey comes down with it. And he's going to cross center court. Keeps going, floats it up, right into the hands of Howard. And that is a timeout taken by CBC. So they're going to draw one up. 90 seconds to go, and we are still tied. Gives us yet another chance to thank all of those people who make this broadcast possible. I want to thank the hard work of Mr. Randy Gardner, everything he does. I want to thank the students who make this broadcast possible. That is Cooper, Logan, Jack, and Braden tonight. And all of the sponsors that we have. We are so grateful for everything they do. That's Tim Kylo, Mercy Sports Medicine, Athletic Republic, Chick-fil-A, and BSN Sports. So we gave you a little bit about SLUH's, or about CBC's next few weeks. SLUH after this game will take on Hazelwood Central. That's at Clayton on the 20th. And then they open February with Vianney, DeSmet, Confluence, Vianney, Chaminade, McClure. And then these two teams will meet again on February 21st. So right toward the end of the month as the season is winding down. Might want to circle that one on your calendar based on what we've seen in this one. Again, the 21st, that game will be at SLUH. And after that, only one regular season game after that for CBC. That would be at Westminster. Three after that, rather, for SLUH. As after the game on the 21st, they will play Rockhurst, MICDS, and Webster to round out their regular season. We're rolling. Less than 90 seconds. This is Houston. It's Houston, Reed, Brown, Potts, and Howard for CBC. For SLUH, it's Miller, Humphrey, Pace, Harris, and Ray. And it's no good, and they're going to get Reed for an offensive foul. That is his third. Nice move by Ray to give himself a little space. Closed down from the backside by Devin, though, and that forces a turnover. Potts tries to keep it in. Does, but it finds Pace. No good. Rebound pulled in by Harris, and that is Devin Houston who gets a hand in. That is going to do it. And you can see it on his face. He knew it right after it. So that is going to be the fifth foul for Devin. A very impressive night, though, for Devin, as he is going to finish with 20 points. So well played. And you see the respect handshake from Humphrey, a hug from Humphrey. As Devin makes his way off the floor, it's going to be Braden Alford who comes on for the Cadets. Harris steps to the line. The hoist the freshman trick didn't work, so they're going back to the just cheer loudly. Harris's first is good. 14 points now for him. Second one good as well. So another timeout taken. And this will give us a chance, running out of things to say, to be honest. 2-point game with 47 seconds to go in double overtime. What more analysis do you need? You've had two teams that have been very even throughout the game. A little streak one way or the other. At the end of the first quarter, the Cadets led by 8. Over the second quarter, that lead shrunk in half. In the third quarter, the lead shrunk in half again to only 2 points. And in the fourth quarter, the lead evaporated totally. We finished regulation at 45-45. So low-scoring overtimes, as we are in 47 seconds left in the second overtime, and just 12 points for the Junior Bills, 10 for CBC in this overtime. Actually, in both overtimes combined. They get that thought all the way out. CBC out of the huddle. They're ready to go. Junior Bills just wrapping up theirs as Coach Claggett gets 1 or 2 more points. Then a second buzzer to get them out of there. We haven't seen the walk, the whistle, or the clap yet, and they won't be necessary. Alford is going to inbound to Howard. Reed, Potts, and Brown also out there. SLUH has Pace, Miller, Ray, Humphrey, and Harris. Reed. 30 seconds remaining. Second overtime. Another timeout taken by CBC. They're going to draw this up. They're going to try to work that clock down. It's almost as if they want the last shot. I said SLUH's had it a couple times. They haven't been able to do it. Let's take it and let's make it work for us, as Radovich is going to come back in. Excellent shooter, so I think you're going to see CBC send every shooter they can out there. Try to open something up. Work that clock down if they can and just create that look that could be the difference. And if you're the Junior Bills, you've done the job. You've stayed in this game. You've had a couple of opportunities to win it that you haven't been able to execute. You just need to weather it. If we've learned anything from this game, it's that nothing is certain. CBC has kind of fumbled a few passes in key spots late and given SLUH a couple of opportunities. So, if this game would play out according to the way it has gone, SLUH may yet get that last chance. 26 seconds, a lot of time in a game like this. SLUH also has the advantage of a 2-point lead, so even if CBC does hit, this is Howard, Alford, Brown, Reed, and Radovich coming on for CBC. And the 5 are unchanged for the Junior Bills. Howard will inbound. Harris all over him. It's in Jaden Reed's hands. 25 seconds. Trailing by 2. Both coaches animated. Barking out orders. Radovich. Reed. 12 seconds. The pass for Radovich, no good. Miscommunication. Reed tries to keep it in bounds, and he does. Reed hits the foot of Matt Ray, and the Cadets keep the ball. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. But the missed pass there for Radovich could have been disastrous. As it is, they get one more chance. Here's Nikola. Goes for the layup. No good. Put back. Good! Nikola ties it up at the end of double overtime. You can see what it means to him, the students. Nikola Radovich, the 6'5" senior from Serbia, has tied this game up at the end of double overtime. Reset the clock to 4. Let's do it again. This is turning into a classic here in the D.C. Wilcott Gymnasium. One headline could be that these young men just don't want to leave their school on a Friday afternoon and go home for the weekend. But I think it's more that it's a rivalry game, and you will do absolutely anything you can to claw your way back into an ugly game just to make sure that you come away victorious. It was looking like it was going to get away from the Cadets. You saw the missed pass. How big was that save by Jaden Reed, diving out of bounds into the scoring table about to collide with the trainer, and he manages not just to keep the ball in bounds, but to find the ankle of Matt Ray and give CBC that possession. If he doesn't save that, that's a SLU ball. Very likely a SLU ball game. We're back out. I would anticipate Pace versus Potts again. It's going to be Pace versus Reed. So in the first two overtimes, SLU won the first one, CBC won the second. And SLU wins the odd overtime. Quite a series. 57-57, 3:52 to go. Players have to be getting a little bit tired. Sometimes those slow legs make you a little quicker to close down, a little quicker to get back in position, so could be a little bit of space opening up here at some point. You wonder if this game's going to open up. It feels like it has to, but might stay true to form and just stay this kind of tight 2-point swing one way or the other, and whoever ends up with that extra basket wins. That's how it's gone so far. Pace. Miller. Nicely worked, but Miller missed the shot. Harris up. Good block by Alford. Harris comes away with it and puts it back. Good fight from Keenan Harris. 17 points for him now. Reed. Radovich. A lot of contact with Humphrey. Again, Humphrey with 4 fouls. And that is going to be a jump ball. Now Radovich a little sore from that one. Didn't look very comfortable from up here. But looks like he's okay to continue as Potts checks in for Brown. Ball stays with CBC. It's Howard who will inbound. Clock at 2:44, again in triple overtime. A few people might be late for their dinner plans, but I don't think they'll mind. That's Reed. Up, shot is no good. And they're going to get him another foul. That is a foul on Jaden Reed. That is, they're saying, his 4th. I had him at 4 already, but we all know the foul count hasn't been accurate tonight. The official foul count for Jaden Reed, that is his 4th. Pace. Harris worked over to Miller in the corner. Miller, floater up and over, no good. Howard pulls it in. He's going to slow down. The entire SLU bench in unison calls for a travel. The referee says no. A 2-point lead now for the Junior Bills, again. And that's going to be a foul called against Matt Ray. That is his 4th officially. Sends Jaden Reed to the line. 58% free throw shooter. There we go. Chris Brown is going to give Braden Alford a break. It's Brown, Howard, Reed, Potts, and Radovich. Against Pace, Harris, Humphrey, Miller, and Ray. CBC using a few more substitutions SLU has, so the fatigue battle is a little bit in CBC's favor. Again, triple overtime. And it's still tied. Humphrey. Jump shot, no good. Potts comes away with the rebound. Closed down by Harris. Now Brown. Acceleration by Chris Brown to get it across the line with 1:44 remaining. Lost the ball, regained. Now Nikola. Brown for 3. No good, it's short. Radovich puts it back up. 9 points now for Nikola. He bailed CBC out right at the end of second overtime. He gets another 2 big points there to take the lead again. Brown, a lot of contact there. And that is going to be a CBC ball. Student section loves it. 1:14 remaining. The Cadets with the lead this time. If this game has taught us anything, it's that when you have a lead, you have to add to it, because if you don't, it will be erased. Could be a big possession for CBC here. Have to score. Howard, 1 minute. In no rush, taking time off the clock. Still Howard, 53 seconds. Thinks about the shot, decides to take a few more seconds off. Potts, no good. Potts with the lay-in, 2-point lead, no good. And SLUH can tie here. It's Humphrey. Tied. It's a tie game, 36 seconds to go. Triple overtime. 30 seconds now. Cadets could end up with last shot. 20 seconds. And that's going to be a foul against Levi Miller. His third. And that is important. Why is that important? Because with 18.1 seconds, it is going to send Chris Brown to the line. A 71% free throw shooter. He's going to shoot 2. Could give CBC a 2-point lead. Big moment in this game as Brown goes to the line. First one is good. It's only his first point tonight. But how big could it be? Could be even bigger with a second. No. He misses. 17 seconds. SLUH down by 1. Good pressure by Radovich. Now it's Pace. 12 seconds. Pace across the line. It's Harris. 7 seconds. Can't get the shot away. That's out of bounds. It will stay a SLUH ball. They take a timeout, just as you would expect. They're going to draw up a play. They trail by 1. They have 5.6 seconds remaining. And the student section for CBC. First moment of confidence we've seen. It's been chaotic. It's been close. It's been hectic. CBC finally breaking out the I believe that we will win cheer. This one is not over yet. But I feel a little bit better with that 1-point lead. Puts the onus on SLUH. You have to score, and they're going to get one shot. One shot to finally send everybody home in triple overtime. The noise you're hearing is the CBC student section. The rest of the gym is very, very quiet. Cadets back out on the floor. They're ready. Second buzzer and the claps bring SLUH out of the huddle. That is the official over there going in. Clapping, saying it's time to go, fellas. 5.6 on the clock. We are ready. It'll be Humphrey who inbounds to Pace underneath. Up, off the underside of the rim, no good! The Cadets are going to hold on. 62-61. The Cadets win in triple overtime. Chris Brown goes to the line in a tie game with 18 seconds to go, hits one of his 2 free throws, and the Cadets defense holds on, denying Pace underneath as time expires to win this game, go to 8-5, and cap off what has been a very, very memorable night here at the DC Wilcott Gymnasium. That's a happy group of cadets down there as they come away winners 62-61 in triple overtime. Congratulations to the cadets. Congratulations also to the Junior Bills on a very, very well-played game. But that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank all of you for watching at home. I want to say one more thanks to all of our students who've made the broadcast possible. Braden, Logan, Cooper, and Jack. Thank you to Mr. Randy Gardner, as always. From all of us here at CSN, my name is Tom Eichwald. This has been a sheer joy to bring you this game, and we look forward to more action coming up this season. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you again soon. It's 62-61 CBC.